Good morning, members of Congress, guests, and fellow advocates for education. I'm honored to be speaking to you today about the importance of funding for primary education. As we gather to discuss the allocation of funding for our country education system, I want to emphasize that primary education is not only a fundamental right, but also a critical investment in the future of our nation. First and the foremost, primary education is a human right. According to Article 28 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child states that everyone shall have the rights to education and to equal access to it. This fundamental right is enshrined in our country constitution, which guarantees that every Filipino child has access to quality education. But why is primary education so crucial? The answer lies in the data. According to UNESCO, 70% child who are out of school worldwide are between the ages of 5 and 14. In other words, they are the critical stage of primary education. When we are failed to provide them a quality education, we're not only denying them their human rights, but also perpetuating them cycles of poverty and inequality. Furthermore, research has consistently shown that early childhood education has a profound impact on the child's cognitive, social, and emotional development. In fact, a study by the World Bank found that every additional year of primary education can increase an individual earning by potential by 10%. This means that investing in primary education is not only a moral imperative, but also a sound economic strategy. But what does this mean for our country? This reality is that many Filipino children are still unable to access quality primary education. According to the Department of Education on data, there are only 2 million children who are out of school in the Philippines. This means that we are losing an entire generation of potential leaders, innovators, and thinkers. So what we can do? First and foremost, we must increase funding of primary education. We need to provide more resources to our school, including teachers, textbooks, and fast structures. We need to make sure that our schools are equipped to provide quality education to all children, regardless of being background or socioeconomic status. Secondly, we need to address the systematic issue that prevents child from accessing quality primary education. This includes issues such as poverty, lack of access of healthcare, and inadequate infrastructure. Finally, we need to work together as a society to prioritize education. We need to recognize that education is not just a right, but also a critical investment in our country's future. We need to make sure that every Filipino has access to quality primary education so that they can grow to healthy and happy and productive member of society. Honorable Member of Congress, I urge you to prioritize funding for primary education. It is not just a moral imperative but also a critical investment in our country's future. Let us work together to ensure that every Filipino child has access to quality primary education and can reach their full potential. And that's all. Thank you.